Yeah.
Wow.
I see.
Ooh, I noticed there was no recording set for tonight.
That's because it all got
Shifted?
Yeah. So I had it set for last week. So it should be tonight's should be week 39.
Nice.
And I think cuz yeah, the last
That's
one
crazy.
I streamed was 37. So the one I still have to upload from Aya is supposed to be 38.
Shay.
I was so worried because I was like, I had my settings set that it did not record Discord stuff, so I had to mess with my stream settings. I was like, God, I'm praying. And I like tested it a bunch of times, but I was like, I'm so afraid it's just gonna be my voice.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny though. Terrible, but funny.
I've definitely done the inverse of that sometimes, like where I forget to have the microphone turned on in OBS, so it's like everybody reacting to stuff I'm saying, but it's not showing up on the screen.
And then I forgot that I was streaming, so then I went to check my Ami purchases, I think at some point. So it's just me looking at my anime figure purchase as I'm listening to the stream. checking my
Eyes.
email.
Eyes ordering PIFA right there.
Oh.
I know you were worried about playing Neopet Solitaire.
I may have also done that. Who can say?
Well, you said you were gonna do it just on your other monitor.
I did it because it's too. The other monitor's too small.
Okay. Oh god, I have 4 million tabs open.
Holy
Girl,
crow.
same.
Oh, what?
Just asking what?
Of what?
Oh,
Go down the list.
first WoW add-ons, and then spreadsheets, and then how to do certain things in spreadsheets, and then some WoW had a couple YouTube videos.
Sounds like Peter's in there.
Yeah, I got Plurk. I have Twitter. I got YouTube videos. Dozens of Google Docs open. Honkai tier list. Honkai build list. Genshin tier list. Genshin build.
God, you've had such a busy day, Yachty.
No, Aya's computer doesn't turn off.
I turn it.
Carly, can you send me your character icon and spelling of name, please?
Yeah.
Here, did you figure out the token thing?
No, I'm not gonna
What
do
am
all
I
that.
gonna do?
Okay. It does take some setup, so.
There's it's a mostly open space, but it just didn't pan out with all the other shit I had planned.
Shouldn't need to give, if it's like an open space with like light, you can just turn the lights on. It should give everyone vision, I think.
There's some
Mhm.
spots where I don't want you to see further, so I'd have to fuck around.
I'm fine, dude.
And,
Just gonna clear up one more thing.
do you want her full name or just her first name?
Just first name, just to put it on, like, under a character picture.
No one needs it.
So sassy. Jay,
Yeah.
does Shaman ever not just get tanked?
No.
Cause god damn.
No. It's fucking bad.
I'm doing a lot of damage, but god damn do things do a lot of damage to me.
And you've got one defensive.
Uh-huh.
It's
I
not
guess
very
Earth
good.
Shield.
So like, does y'all's heal not heal you for like 1.5 mil?
No. Well, I
Oh
don't know
man.
Shays,
So-
but as
So
elemental, no.
it does, but well, I play. So when I like do world content, I go as enhancement, which means that I really don't know or understand elemental. Though my impression is that elemental once again sucks.
Enhancement's crazy right now. So.
Enhancement is number one. It's doing amazing damage, and it actually for once deserved to be nerfed. Though it still feels kind of bad that the minute that it's doing well, they're like, no, we can't have that. We have to make sure rogues are on top.
Amazing.
Though it's only outlaw this time. Oh yeah, and arcane. Arcane always has to be the best DPS.
Mr.
Forever.
Metz's baby
I'm
child.
so
love.
over mages and the
But
dragon.
enhancement is doing very well right now, and it's really, really fucking fun to play. Like, Stormbringers are really cool hero class talent. Anyway, the whole thing is that Healing Surge will get a proc to be like instant cast and like a guaranteed crit. And so like if you use that to heal you, you'll get like the 1.2, 1.5 million healing, and I use that pretty consistently to heal when I'm like
Okay, so you guys do get something like Word of Glory.
yes.
Cause I was just
Enhancement
like,
does.
Enhancement does. I'm not sure about where elemental is. But actually it might not auto. I would just have really good luck with my crits, but I'm pretty sure it's an auto crit when it comes off of.
That sounds right.
But I am getting hit for 700,000 damage by auto attacks
oh
constantly.
yeah, brother.
Then the Delves is hard, even as a
And
tank.
the delves are really, really bad, and even like some of the world content really hurts. But the delves have been particularly miserable. I actually might like spec into Hex just to
not
have
a
an
bad
extra
call.
CC.
Yeah.
It's
Or-
not a bad call.
Or try something different. Like, but I tried to do one, and it was one of those that everybody's like, "Oh, it's really fast and easy."
Oh.
Is it the underwater one?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck that dungeon and fuck everybody who said it was. This is so fast and so easy. Weird.
Was it a
It
short?
was. It was fast.
Okay, I
It
will
was
say,
fast and
they,
easy.
They fucking buffed it while we were doing it, and the second we got to the last one we needed to do, it became literally impossible.
Oh
So,
my god.
Yeah.
I
they-
hated every second of it, regardless of how fast and easy. I'll fight 1,000 mushrooms before I step foot in that underwater grave.
Oh, it was so. I went in there.
Fast and
a
easy
couple
like
nights
your
ago.
mother.
Wait a minute.
Hold on,
Hey,
Kurt.
hey, now, you're nice.
And I was here the night before where Derek and Peter were like speed running through the underwater one, and they were like, "Wow, it only took like 5 minutes. It's so fast and so easy to get our done." And then I went in the next night and I went into Soul of the
Yeah.
Underwater Delves, and a shark
Yeah.
swam over to me and autoed me for 2.5.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which version did you get? The pheromone one or the Liffin one?
The one with the goblin scrap.
Okay, the robot one. Yeah.
I could not finish it. I was just like,
Nope.
you know what? I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna go do something else because I was just. But fuck everybody who said
Ooh,
that delve was easy.
Yeah. Fuck 'em.
Because I did solo the one with the giant berserkers that run around that everybody's like, those things hit really hard. I didn't have a problem with that one. That underwater one was evil. I'm glad you agree with me because I thought I was going insane after so many people said the underwater one was like the fastest way to get up to level 8, and I walk into a level 5 and get my ass handed to me on a platter.
Dude, I will say I was doing those whenever everybody said that, and it got hot fixed the night we took Aya in there. Because I think I did it by myself in like 7 minutes. And I was like, oh, this really is pretty easy. And then they fucked it up.
So evil.
I still didn't like the breathing mechanic, no matter how easy it was.
I don't like it either. I will say, There are some of them spore ones, not the best. Having also
The
experienced
Hey,
that,
the spores are my best fucking friends, and I'll take them any day.
I think that may be. I think this may be an instance where Melee do not like that.
You can boo me, but I am right.
Alright. I'm doing a ready check. Ba-da-da.
Green check.
Red check mark out of spite.
I'm in WoW, and I looked for the yes, no. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Ba-da-ba.
Have
Hold
fun.
on, I can probably do the noise to clank.
Ching. Ching, ching. Give me. I need to find Gordon's icon.
Commissioner?
Yeah,
Why do you need Gordon's icon, Derek?
we'll find out.
Fuck around.
But in the meantime, who would like to do a recap?
I can do it. I think I can do it. I was still pretty out of it. We are in Barovia, or well, we were in Barovia. Now we're in Hell. But we were in
What's the
Barovia.
difference?
We met with Harvey, not Birdman. I want to call it. Is it Harvey Birdman? Like
It is actually It is Harley Birdman.
Harley. Oh, I see. So just like Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, but Harley
Yes.
Birdman, attorney at law, who's the current leader of Barovia, and much nicer than they used to be when Jan and Ilja were adventuring with them, because they seem to have stopped sowing their wild oats and calmed down a little bit, and they're just really dedicated to taking care of their people. But the thing that we learned that was really important is that like there's an old temple near Barovia that is connected or in some way like involved with the Plains of Dread, which Strahd, the evil vampire Count Strahd von Zarevich, I think is what his name is.
Wow, that is his Christian name, yes.
God damn, I am so good at remembering what D&D details. He is pretty much never able to be dead forever. He just gets sent back to the ship plane, and it wouldn't be a problem for like thousands of years, except something has happened in this temple that all this like necrotic garbage energy has started pouring out of it, and that, if that keeps up, all the undead are going to start coming back, including Count Strahd. We also know from our previous adventures that these temples are connected with the Geldons, the dragon race of people who used to be inhabitants of this particular world before they were all wiped out by one of the many factions that are trying to kill us.
Yes.
So we're like, we better go and deal with that temple stuff. We go towards the woods, and as we went into the woods, we were engulfed by a Silent Hill fog, which one of us, me, remembers as being very much associated with the Sunken Ones, who are a bunch of really creepy little ghoul ghastly people who do a lot of like hallucinatory and dark abyssal shit. And the last time this happened to us, we went into a mega dungeon from Persona 5 that we call the Dirge, where a lot of people hallucinated things from their past, and this should have forced them to open up to one another, and mostly did, but also was just very traumatizing. And we found ourselves at a crossroads in a woods that are not the Barovian woods, where we ran into a bunch of disgusting undead plant monsters, and also a druid who is a half elf?
Just a satyr.
A satyr, that's right. Who is a satyr. Her name is
I know you've
Alharuna
been traumatized by those before.
Alphacine.
Alphacine. And she joins us in the fight. Oh, and Alharuna is a demon. Sorry. Yes, Alphazine. She joins us in the fight, introduces herself. She is here because there is a disturbance like in the she's in the Feywild, right? Yes, she's from the Feywild. She's associated with the Unseelie Court because there's really bad stuff going on with the Sealies, and she is here to investigate a disturbance in the balance of the natural world. And I think that's it.
Alpha CMA.
They don't believe me.
What?
Set up one little thing here. Okay. Good
Did
shit.
I forget anything?
No, I think that was it. I think you guys wanted to do a little in-character RP
Oh, that's right. We had stuff to ask.
because you were going to ask. You're going to talk to her. A cold breeze comes through and the fog begins to thicken. You may talk amongst yourselves for the time being.
Who had the questions?
Yeah, I don't remember. I was
That's
very
funny 'cause
tired by the end, so I think it was me.
I was gonna say I think it might have been you.
I remember the session ending with like the questions being done, and then there was a disturbance in the forest to the west.
Oh, I actually thought you guys wanted to RP more. My bad. We can just move on if that's the case.
I think we ended with RP because we stayed up a little later, and then we didn't want to go any further because you said there'd be take more time for the next stuff.
That is true. Yes, actually, who has the amethyst stone?
It
Peter.
was me, yeah.
There's one thing I want to retcon. In the past, I had conjuration as blue, and the crystal the Barovia boys had to summon stuff as blue. I forgot that when I rewrote everything, I changed it to gold.
So it's
The amethyst one is unchanged, but with the one you got from Flint Rock, pretend it was gold and not sapphire.
Okay.
It's a secret tool for us to use later.
Well, also, because I forgot, I was like, I'm going to make this line up with the Amber Temple, which I think Zokra had put together as Fox last session.
Yes. Because there was like a Gelden orb somewhere. There shouldn't have been one.
Yes.
Yep.
That said, as this fog thickens, do you have the crystal just kind of stowed away?
Yeah, it's just in my pack.
It is emanating a colossal amount of power.
I'm gonna take it out of my bag, kind of inspect it. Is it just like super bright, or is it just?
As you take a look at it, it is slowly. It is kind of periodically flipping to being gold.
Huh. I hope that's a good sign.
Investigating it further, eventually this process kind of dims down, and around this amethyst seems to be a kind of golden hue of energy that has stabilized.
Can I roll an Arcana on this? Just kind of like check the magic.
Yes.
Or if the effect is a certain kind of magic.
What kind of magic are you? What are you trying to ascertain with this? With this
I'm not
here
really sure.
Arcana
More of
check?
like a general, just seeing if there's like any other anything going on with it. Nothing like
Yeah.
just focused.
Give me an Arcana.
My dice. Somewhere. Not great. That is a 4.
Yeah,
Hmm.
bro.
Hmm.
This thing now looks way cooler. It was just purple before, but now it's like purple with a little bit of gold in there. Very nice complementary colors.
Looks like my dice.
Looking slick.
Oh man, everyone, check out my cool cool crystal.
Check out our dead friend.
Is your rock okay?
I don't know, it's doing something sick though.
Can I cast Identify on it?
I don't think
Yes.
it looks ill.
What's going on?
What an interesting prospect. Roll me an Arcana as you cast Identify.
Me?
Yes.
Child.
Child.
I love
What?
when Wayne says child.
This is why I picked up Identify.
That's Southern Belle coming out.
I
Like to
do
reach deep
declare.
down into the bucket and get the
How about
nastiest, loneliest
8?
piece of chicken. Okay. You see that a name comes to your mind.
Okay.
J.G. Wentworth.
877 no.
Just gotta make sure I'm spelling this right. This.
That's a
Falgavara.
Falgavara. Does the name Falgavara mean anything to you?
To me?
I say to not see you. Or
Doesn't-
Steve.
Oh, to Steve.
To Steve.
History check. See if I remember. Wait, is that?
Or I guess anyone in general. I'll just say the name out loud.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll? Well, I probably wouldn't. I'm not gonna bother.
Alexander's like cousin's name is Falgavara. He just doesn't care shit.
Jan, this is one of your closest relatives.
Mine?
They helped. Yeah.
That's awkward.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
That's a 8.
Roll. I roll.
High roller.
High roller.
Roll. Oh. Oh no. That's a 10.
Let's
That's
go.
a 10.
Let's
Slowly,
go.
we're creeping up, Ma.
I'll even say with a
No, it's not a 10. I'm proficient in history now. It's a 15.
Hey.
with a 15, I will say the names Falgar and Alvara sound familiar to
Alvara.
you.
Yeah. Oh. Because Alvara is Lily.
Lily's dragon name. Falgar with a 15. Scout's got a memory like a steel trap.
What'd you just call him?
Sometimes.
You'll remember. Oh my God, Ween. You would remember that is the name of the Conjuration Dragon.
The one in the formerly Cobalt Temple.
Yes, the formerly Cobalt, now one might say Amber Temple.
So that's kind of weird. Oh. Well. So it's the amethyst door was going between purple and gold, not blue and gold, right?
Yes, it was going between
Yeah,
purple and gold.
Well, we know from the past that the Amethyst Temple is where Lily was imprisoned, and the Amber Temple is where we encountered the Sunken Ones. But I've never seen anything like this. It's almost as if these two Gelden souls are resonating with one another. Actually, that's kind of fucked up. I don't really like it.
Are you saying this crystal's fucking in his hand?
No. I don't think so.
As the DM, no.
This is how dragons are made. Oh well.
That seems a little offensive. I almost called Jan Ween. That seems a little offensive, Jan.
Why?
They're dead.
I guess it's not offensive to anyone then. Damn.
That's not how that works.
Wayne, make a dexterity saving throw.
What the hell? Does my danger sense go off?
Yeah, it does.
Oh hell yeah. 14.
14? That does not save.
Yeah, feeling
As an arc of black sulfurous fire comes out of the amethyst.
That's mean. Damn.
Just take 10 fire damage.
Steve,
All right. I apologize.
Steve, wrap that up. I really think there's something wrong with it. It might be overloading or whatever's happening at the Amber Temple really can't be good.
All right. I wrap it back up and put it back in my pack.
Like the Palantir.
Probably best not be bringing that out at random times here.
And as you guys are talking, these paths fall away.
When you say fall, you mean like Silent Hill fall?
Silent Hill style fall, they just kind of collapse in silence.
Okay, choo choo.
That doesn't seem good.
Well, actually, roll an insight.
Hoopst.
So that you.
Meemst.
Yes, you who say choo choo.
Is this because I joked about you railroading us? I'm sorry.
No.
But do it again and you die.
Yeah, just give me an insight.
Sorry. 14.
14 is enough to know you're not exactly sure why or who or what, but someone is guiding you. A benevolent guidance.
Garrus.
Wasn't it Garrus last time who guided us through here?
There's a lot of people. You actually had help from everybody.
We had a lot of help last time. We needed a lot of help last time. Let's see if we need it now. Well, there's only one way. It seems our paths will converge a little while longer, Alphazine.
Do things like this happen to you guys often?
Oh,
All the time.
Yeah.
Over and over again.
Oh,
daily.
ah.
You get used to it.
No, you don't.
Oh, just me.
Well, I guess which way should we go? Straight or to the left?
I'm sorry, straight is also.
I don't think straight will be an option.
Oh, I hadn't scrolled up that far.
My mistake.
The benevolent
left.
force just comes down and draws like
As this-
airplane arrows, like a strip.
Oh, there's bard I once knew. To the left. Let's go.
Is everything you own
Is
to
that-
the left?
Is that
Well, you can find
yeah?
out.
What was her name? The bee of Beyonce?
Oh, you know her? You should ask Harley about her.
Everything you own in a box to the left.
What is all this?
I have to retcon. I think I have to retcon that because the scout wouldn't know Fantasy Beyonce.
That's probably true.
I don't think
Here.
Jan also would know Fantasy Beyonce.
I do hear she's
Isn't
a
Jan a
cat,
bard,
though.
kind of?
You think he's on that level?
I think Harley is.
Probably no.
In this universe, is Beyonce a tabaxi?
Oh my god, yes, absolutely.
Yay!
Yay. Better not forget her, Derek.
Why the
You will
fuck would I-
remember
I'll never
this.
forget Beyonce. Are you
I
kidding
don't
me?
know who she is. That is unfortunately true.
I think it'd be hilarious if Jan actually knew who she was.
Okay.
No one believes him.
You guys, everything you own in a box to the west?
Yep.
All right. We're gonna move maps.
Get to the west.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything you own in a box to the west.
I missed that if somebody else referenced west, not left.
I just
Funny.
literally said that right now.
Well, that's funny.
Thanks, buddy.
Look at you making jokes.
I'm so proud of you.
That's a pretty good one.
You should be proud of yourself.
Put a
Damn.
star on the board. Good goofs.
You
Oh
should be a
boy.
comedian.
Oh man.
Do you do
All right.
stand up?
Bottom left. God, no.
Ooh, tiny.
Where? There.
All the way in the
There.
bottom left.
Very
There.
left.
Y'all just play really zoomed in.
It
Yeah.
starts you zoomed in a lot of the time.
Yeah, I do.
I like
Mhm.
looking at all our characters' pretty faces.
That's
Yeah,
a
I like
bit.
seeing the details.
Maybe it's just because I have to look at the whole fucking map that I have
Yeah.
to play it like
Mm-hmm.
an RTS.
Like the people that played Final Fantasy and E8S, they were zoomed so insanely far out.
Whoa. Misty.
Ooh.
All right. On all sides of you, you see a misty forest. Ahead of you, you seem to see some kind of structure with roots protruding from it.
Mm.
They walk
Keep an eye
up
on those
to it.
trees. They came out of there in our fight before.
They what?
They came out of the trees during our fight before.
I imagine the mist hides many horrible things.
Yeah, this one time these dogs came out of it, and that's what got me and Harley stuck in Barovia the first time.
What kind of dogs?
Very fucked up ones.
Now I'm just envisioning Jan standing in front of an empty doghouse, going, "There's a doghouse here, but there's no sign of any dog."
Dog is actively jumping at Jancina.
Seems the forest has
I want the music.
eaten that structure up
Okay.
ahead, like it's reclaiming the building. Also, does that house look like it? Obviously, it doesn't look like it belongs here, right? But does it look like it belongs? You know what I mean? Like, does it look like familiar architecture?
That's a
There we
good
go.
question. No.
Oh.
For people who have been in the Dirge before, this does not belong here. And actually, Jan and Drizzle, roll me a history. I assume you guys are moving up.
Yeah. 14 for me.
With a 14 and 18, you remember this hut from Barovia. And with an
Like-
18, you remember it belonged to Baba Lasega.
Oh.
Baba
Okay.
Lasagna.
Yeah, that's a pretty noticeable hut.
You know this place?
Yeah, where are the chicken legs?
It does not have chicken legs, and actually neither does Baba Lasega's hut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not denying that. I do agree that chicken legs would improve it significantly.
We ended on good terms with her, didn't we?
Yes.
We got her the ashes.
You did.
Huh? Let's see what she's up to.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk cautiously towards it.
Does it always look like this?
Yes.
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 Perhaps she's trapped in here as we are.
Might live in here. She's very weird. She wanted those guys' ashes,
Yes.
and
She
we
gave me an
got them for
amethyst
her.
skull to collect them in.
I'd relay that.
Wait, to collect what?
We gave her ashes.
Ashes of Alar. She wanted that mount real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Ashes of what?
I was making it. I was making a fucking WoW goof. Ween is trying to piece together what actually happened.
No, I remember. I'm just trying to not say that we gave her straw's ashes.
Oh, okay. If you don't want to say that, that's perfect. That's fine. Works for me.
Some people might be judgmental of that choice.
I wonder fucking why.
Who could that be?
Some people might be a little uptight about handing off.
Ashes of a Dark Lord.
As you guys are moving forward, roll me a perception check.
Finally, a 19.
That's a nat one, baby. These new dice are great.
I didn't beat a 19.
6.
6. Peter, looking to your right, you see this. And then in an instant, it's gone.
Oh, I missed it.
You showed it again?
Is it a creepy
I
little
also
mask?
missed it.
Peter sees this very briefly.
Oh, fun.
Right next to me, right?
Yes, right
Charlie's
next to you,
favorite.
looking right at you.
Thought you were gonna make it really big the second
Not
time.
this time. No, we have company. Carly hasn't been in enough sessions for me to really go truly cursed.
Wild. That was the mask you like from Dresden. She's seen that horrible inventory.
That's true, and it's actually the
I have
same
seen
one.
that.
I've seen things.
If Carly's playing D&D mode, she's ready.
That's fair.
Flashes on screen like 5 times in a row real fast.
The kid gloves
I
are
did.
off.
I made it take up the whole map one time.
Oh, fun.
Just for a brief split second. Yeah, what do you do?
Um, I'm gonna keep it to myself for now because I'm not sure if I really like have finished processing it yet.
So I do have to ask, do you jump?
I don't think he necessarily would.
That's fair.
If it's gone immediately, like it's
Yeah, it's
instant, right?
It's almost like it's out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah.
It does come into focus when you turn towards it, but then it does disappear.
Okay. I don't think you would jump at that. I think if he had turned and it stayed there for a little longer, he might probably shoot an Eldritch Blast at it. But I think you'd start being a little more on alert. Kind of always like looking at different directions every few seconds.
Good shit. Ween, stepping up there. The door is open.
That's not good. I'm gonna listen, and see if I hear anything before I open that door.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
God damn. Not very high. That's fine actually. Soft 20.
Soft 20? You don't hear anything.
I'm gonna slowly open the door.
Slowly opening the door, you see the very small and humble home of Baba Wasega that you have been in before. Notably, it doesn't really look all that different. Most of it looks pretty time worn, not very well kept. Sans the potion shelf and the books. Everything else has been kind of left to time to rot.
So it doesn't look like forced entry or anything like that?
Does not.
Oh, there we go. I'll yell at the scout. Doesn't look any different. I don't see the Sega. This looks suspicious. What do you think? And whoever's near scout, I guess.
Think that. Well, you know this woman far better than I do. If she was associated with this sort of thing, I couldn't say. But from my experience in a place like this, these things are put here to disturb us, not because they really exist. Does it seem like there was a struggle at all?
For that
You
kind
said
of
no,
role, you'd have
right?
to. It doesn't look
Oh.
like forced entry. That is not the
Oh.
same question.
My bad.
I can go up and roll. I wasn't sure if Jan might have seen that or not.
Yeah.
I can go up and roll.
Someone with better than Jan's do it.
Do you want investigation for that since I'm specifically looking for?
Yeah, from where you're standing, roll me an investigation.
No. That's gonna be not great. It's gonna. Jesus, it's really not gonna be great. A 9.
9? You have no idea. Could have gone either way.
Because I'm kind of near it. Is this like a fire pit or a cauldron?
It is a well.
Oh.
Well, well, well.
I don't like that. I mean, in character, I have no reason to not like that, but I Shay don't like that at all. Do you know if she has any issues with like people coming into her house uninvited? I think it would be kind of rude to step in, but if it's abandoned, there may be some sort of clue here.
I don't remember her having issues with it, but it never really came up.
It's true. I think the only time you were in there, you were invited. I don't think you ever thought to ask.
No. Well, we knock. It's like,
The door is just straight up open. Like,
yeah, I think
yeah.
it's fine.
You just not you knock you knock on the open door.
Sure.
Well, I definitely don't think anyone's here, so. Hello? And I will just be there. Like, the part of the threat, like, this is too far in, but this is not in far enough because of the way the grid works.
Yeah.
I'm in the
yeah. We'll say you're in the doorway.
Yeah.
There's no one here. It's totally empty. You can see from each end of the home, nothing.
No, there's no one here, and I guess like I might like go to like a surface and touch it to see if there's any dust on it.
Actually, that's a good point. None of the surfaces are dusty, actually.
Oh.
Even ones that are, even though it's kind of like ill kept, they're not dusty.
When Scout's going in, I'd like to go in as well.
Yeah, you can go in.
Doesn't even seem to have been abandoned, but no one's here. I don't think all of us can fit in here, but
Where did we put the ashes in?
An amethyst skull.
I'm gonna look for that.
No.
I think Scout may have found it.
Oh.
Is it this?
It is indeed the purplish skull sitting in the window.
Oh, Fox went over to the well, and then we've got. I hope that Steve is watching that road.
Yeah, I'm keeping a lookout right now.
I also am keeping an eye out.
I'm checking out the well just cause.
I'm looking at plants.
Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look into the well.
Are you looking into the well?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
You have 7 days to live.
Oh. It's not a bad roll. What are my saves? 21.
21 is pretty good. You wanted to dive head first into that well. And while 21's pretty good, it does not save.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So, starting to climb up. Steve, do you want to stop him? Actually, does anyone else see my man doing this?
Fox is just gonna take a plunge for fun.
Fox is always looking and inspecting things, and usually quite capable.
That's true.
So I don't think usually he is. So I don't actually think if Fox is inspecting something, I fully trust him not to be doing something stupid.
That's legit.
I believe this with my entire bunny heart.
I will see you looking into it. I probably won't move until you're already like climbing into it, and then I will misty step over to you and say, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa," and like try to hold you back.
Yeah, actually, Fox frankly gets a toe right over the edge. You actually step down and you are standing, rather than falling through the hole, you are on an array of purple sacred geometry that seems to be acting as a barrier from you going in here.
What the hell?
Aw.
Any
Do I
idea
know
what
why
that is?
I tried to crawl on top of there, or was I just kind of like overtaken with a compulsion?
You were overtaken with a compulsion to dive deeper into this kind of demi-plane. Now that you have kind of given into that impulse, the impulse is over, and you are just kind of goof troop standing over a well opening.
Hmm. Interesting.
Again, being held aloft by bright purple runes.
I can imagine this was put here for no reason. Am I still like compelled to try and get down there, or do I kind of have more control
You
over
are
myself?
you are no longer compelled to go down
Okay.
there.
Scout, Jan, have you found anything?
I was working on it.
Back into the house.
I sincerely hope there's a window in front of me, so I just like look up and
Yes,
see.
you in fact do see this in complete silence from inside the structure.
What in the hell's? Well, is this what you put those ashes in, Jan? I can see this, right? It's
Yes.
Oh, there's that thing.
what kind of skull is this?
It is a very intricately carved human skull carved from amethyst. It looks to be some kind of file. You would say even a phylactery.
Is there stuff in it?
It looks like the remains of some sort of dust.
Uh-oh.
However, it is no longer full of anything except a little bit of remnants. Gonna use the restroom real quick.
I think we found your ashes.
Oh. Oh. That's good.
But there's really not that much left in here.
Hmm.
Yeah, you basically just like a residue.
It's weird it's here.
Carly, before we get
Yar.
too in the weeds, what you doing out here?
I'm checking the back for plants, but also if there was any struggle out here.
Good question. Roll an investigation check.
Oh boy.
Or even a survival. Whichever's better.
Ooh, survival is much better. Nat 1.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yay.
Welcome to the club.
For a total of 4. But it doesn't matter.
Looking out, you see a plant you've been looking for a long time.
Ooh.
It's just here. Right in the weeds a bit.
Oh, right where I'm at.
Right where you're at.
Yippee.
I assume you reach for it.
Oh, absolutely, I do.
Is there a window in this hut? Can we see this?
There's a back window.
In fact,
as
I
you
kneel
reach for it,
down to like dig it up.
you grab at it and immediately roots begin to wrap around your arm. And you are held, but we'll unpack that in a moment.
Ooh, spicy.
Back inside. What else did you want to look at in here?
I knew that was the important thing to find. Oh, I wish I remembered. I vaguely remember wanting something from her back in the day, and she wouldn't let me have it. But
Jane just wants to steal.
she's not using it.
Gosh. Two things. The first one would be, I guess, since Jan mentioned putting ashes into the skull, I would see if there was any like hint. It doesn't look like there has been a fire in here, but if there was like a fire, like anything that looks like it had been burnt in here that could be added to the skull. And then I am slightly curious about this desk.
You want to add ashes to the skull?
I don't know if I want to do it yet. I want to see if anybody has been attempting to.
No. I will say there is a fireplace here. It does seem to have been used to burn a couple of like sticks and twigs and shit. You do not think those ashes or whatever made it into there?
No, not a. No, there's no magic ashes around. There's no
No.
chemistry set.
There is an alchemy shelf, but not ash related. I guess I forgot like the description in the heat of the moment here. So you actually get there's some raw ingredients here, some potions here. There's fresh food here, and obviously the bookshelf in the corner. Oh shit, I wasn't. Potions, ingredients,
Papa John.
food.
Better food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. I think that I will leave the alchemy and things to the guy who's jumping in the well.
Scout, as
But I
you
will
pass
check out
by
this
that
desk.
window, you see your new party member being grabbed by some kind of roots as a large creature begins to stand up. And with that,
Oh,
we'll do some initiative.
I put out.
Ooh.
I alert us that there is a dangerous enemy. Jan, get outside.
Ah, crap. Can I fit through that window?
Oh crap.
Yeah, but do you want to just kick out the window? You can do that on your turn.
Oh, I kind of thought it was an open window.
There's glass and wood.
Can I open it?
I think you gotta do the full body smash through it.
I'm gonna say,
think you
Jan,
gotta-
it does not open in a way that Jan Cena fits through this window.
What does that
I think
mean?
you gotta Quaalude in it, buddy.
It means exactly what it said. Jan Cena is not. Opening the window is not going to help you.
Okay.
It's not a Jan-sized hole.
I don't know how I feel about breaking this hut. I'm willing to break a lot of things, but an old ass witch's hut that I know.
Should be able to add their initiative. Sue, I'm gonna put you in here. Then let me know when y'all are good.
I rolled not great.
Jan, you get piss aura.
Ooh, is that +4?
+3.
Okay. +4. Oh.
Persora! Alrighty. Sue? Hold on a sec.
Sue's asleep.
Wake up, Sue Ball.
EP.
Well,
That's fair. Good shit.
damn.
High rollers.
All right. 'Tis your turn first, Carly. You are currently grappled, which just means you can't move, but you can do anything else.
I'm gonna panic cast Blight.
Oh, good shit.
Black motherfucker.
And last time, 4th level didn't kill it. So I'm gonna do it at 5th level.
Oh my god. What is? How many D8 is that?
That is 9d8.
It definitely failed, so it is going to do max damage.
Yippee.
Yippee.
Mountain Dew and Fortnite, yippee!
Now that's a blight.
That is 72 damage. Still does not kill it in one shot. Is absolutely putting it into the bloodied phase as it begins to rot. I actually even say a level 5 blight, the limbs that hold you rot away.
Am I able to get up and like back away?
You can get up. You would provoke an opportunity attack if you.
Oh,
back
you're
away.
right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, so I'll just get up.
But you are no longer grappled. Jancina. I was gonna say, as a barbarian, you might have enough movement. You can technically move through. Yeah, you can get there.
Holy
you can definitely
shit.
get there.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Go right past Alexander. Pew, 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 pew.
Who's
Oh.
unaware of the situation, really?
I would say our new companion is in trouble. In the back.
Ugh.
Almost got our goat.
They fit in, don't they?
They fit in, don't they? Yeah.
Whoops. I almost dropped all my dice. I'm gonna do 2
Don't do
attacks
that.
on him. I'm gonna reckless attack. Oh my god, I don't think that's still gonna hit. Oh god. Oh, I have a plus. Okay, that would be an unnatural 20 for the lowest. No, that's not the lowest. Sorry. 14, 15, 16, 17 for lowest.
That will all hit.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna do damage. 6. Oh, I rage, if that wasn't obvious. By the way. 12. 2.
My sweet
That's
baby, get the fuck out of here.
29 damage.
Fine. Okay. You do a nice healthy chunk to it. Not looking super great, Scout.
Now, Jancina, because you didn't break the window.
Sorry, Scout.
I believe that life is more important than property. This is also a window, right?
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
What do I need to do to get out this window?
Honestly, give me an athletics check for you to dive through that window. It's not even a particularly hard one.
Yay!
It's a ramshackled hut.
17.
17 is plenty. You fucking dive out that window, ready to go.
I tuck and roll.
You can make your way to the shambling mound.
And I come down to the shambling mound. I do a cool move, and I guess I'll attack it. That's the thing that I can do.
That is a thing you can do.
Would you like that athletics check to count as a bonus action or an actual like?
I don't
I
give
feel
one
like window
fuck.
jumping.
That's all
is
part of
some
your
sort-
move. It's cool.
Okay. Alrighty. I have got a 13, an 18, and a soft 20.
A 13 does not hit, but the other two do.
Okay. One more. Yep, that should be good. That should be all the dice I need. $38 damage. 1 is necrotic, 15 is radiant.
Bam. Dedge.
Woo!
The beast collapses into a pile of vines and tendrils.
Maybe I should have gone through the door.
Did you say that?
You like right next to, just in general, just like maybe I should have gone out the door.
Oh yeah, don't mess with that
was a
hut.
little hasty of me.
You didn't break the
Thank you.
window, did you?
Turns around.
Oh no.
Thank you for coming to my aid so quickly.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it just grabbed me.
What were you doing back here?
Well, I was looking for a struggle. To see
Right.
if something happened
For
back
a
here.
struggle?
You found one.
Well, not a struggle involving us.
Well, maybe stick with the group.
But you did handle yourself quite impressively.
Oh, well, thank
I
you
think
very
it
much.
would have been a lot worse if you weren't prepared.
Or there were a window.
Baby Beyonce, get.
Don't say that to her. She's perfect.
She does keep trying to come up here and lay right in front of my keyboard.
Oh, she wants to play.
She can't read, Shay.
Doesn't matter.
Whose fault is that?
I'm gonna blame Alphonse.
School.
Alphonse doing corporate espionage over there.
Yeah.
Can he fix delves?
I'm trying
Alphonse
to hint
does
it at him directly.
Alphonse does evil corporate espionage.
That is true. Alphonse is the reason Delves got nerfed.
Evil.
But yeah. What else do you guys want to do? You do notice in the tree line, the mist becomes unbelievably thick through here.
Steve would call
wanna
out, "Did we find what
stay.
we need? We might want to leave."
Well, now hold on. I want to check this out.
I still wanted to see if there was anything in these books, any hints as to what this skull might be useful for. I'm just gonna go back in through the window if that's okay.
Yeah, you just
I climb
you will
in
hop
like,
back through the window.
Yeah, I climb in like a teenage whore at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Whoa!
Amen.
That's funny.
Can I tell how powerful this ward is on this well?
Roll me an Arcana.
Not the greatest roll. 16.
16 with your knowledge, this is some of the strongest magic you've ever encountered.
I don't suppose I'd be able to break this spell.
You would suspect it would be quite difficult. It's not impossible. But I would also say, roll me an insight.
Probably up here for a reason. Insight is... Oh, that's not bad. That's 23.
Whoa, wow, with a 23? 23 looking at these runes, you know these runes were put here to save your life.
Well, probably best to leave these as is then, and not mention them to Jan. Anyways, hops off well. Moving.
Shay, roll me an investigation check.
Alrighty. Woo! That is gonna be a 17.
17 is enough to find. You find a book that does not have a label. Most of these have been kind of like rudimentary magic theory, books on plants and biology. But you find one that has no label that appears to be handwritten. You also find a spell scroll for the spell Raise Dead.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
Level
So
5 necromancy.
This handwritten book.
This handwritten book, opening it up, it just says the words, "I found a way to bring him back," over and over again.
Oh. Oh no.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there he is. I was like, where's Jan? He's blending in with the ground again. I put my head out the window. I'm like, Jan, did your friend, did she lose anyone important to her?
Friend.
Do either of you remember much of the history of Strahd?
I doubt Jan would care about that.
Yeah, these are the two people that I think would have forgotten basically everything.
Amazing.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I mean,
Struggle
I'll
before
allow
this-
you to
yeah.
make a history.
We didn't really try it.
No, I was trying to think of like, would he? He wouldn't. That's a nat 20.
A nat 20?
Amazing.
Ween, you remember one of the most boring conversations of your life. You were sat down with Ismark and Harley. This was one of the many times you guys set up camp, and Ismark was regaling the story of Baba Lysaga. And when Strahd was kind of growing up in the countryside, she was his nanny, effectively his mother. She's even the reason he knows magic at all. His family was very absentee with war and kind of an uprising in the countryside, but she was always there for him and learned to care for him very deeply, despite the monster he became.
I'd like to imagine that the only reason why Jan remembers this conversation is because he decided to do something somewhat interesting while they were talking about it. He had just a savant moment of actually remembering what they were saying during that moment. Like picking a particularly nasty booger out of his nose, and that's what triggered the memory.
I would relay all of that extremely well. Then everyone would be shocked.
I'll basically say everything you just said.
Did inform us of the fact that the crystal skull is something of a phylactery? Or did Scout not share that information yet?
I don't think Scouts shared that.
No, Scout has mentioned that like it looks like this vessel is basically empty, but I don't think I actually don't know if she would really understand what a phylactery is or does, so she's kind of leaving that corner for people with brains to look at.
I feel like if Fox were to walk into this room, understand what Jan just said, saw that skull, remembered the ashes he mentioned, he would be very deeply concerned of what exactly Jan had delivered to her previously.
It was Jan and Drizzle. Thank you.
Gonna come in here. If I look at that skull, is it pretty clear it's meant to be
I
some
would
kind
to
of
an
soul
artificer. It is 100% a soul vessel. You don't even have to roll for this.
vessel? Oh,
This is your area of expertise.
Jan, please
It's
tell
a
me you
very
can deliver
powerful one.
Strahd's ashes to Baba Lysaga.
We didn't need it.
We should leave now. That's not
That's
till
what I've
later.
been saying. I call from
should
outside.
should we leave the skull here or?
I don't want to carry someone's
Well-
phylactery with me.
There's no reason to leave a good skull just lying around.
Yes, there is, Jan.
Okay,
We should leave.
yeah, we should go.
I think we should bring it.
Now wait, as much as I agree with the skull. Now the skull still has the ashes of Strahd, right?
The the ashes
Residual.
have been
Like
emptied
empty.
out.
Oh, they've been emptied.
There's just
then
kind
yeah.
of the, kind of like when you empty a pill bottle. There's some ash. There's some dust
Oh,
in there.
then I have nothing to say. We're leaving.
Well, if it doesn't have any ashes in it, this is a free soul vessel.
See? Look how he comes around so quickly.
Well, if it's empty, that's a very different story.
It is empty of the physical remains.
A soul vessel could be really useful.
I'll hold it.
Well, I don't trust that.
No.
Give it to me. I'll put it with the rest of this cursed stuff that I'm gathering.
I'll put it with the rest of the soul vessels.
Excuse you, but one of us gets the cursed item gimmick. Thank you. Pack it away.
Yeah, if you want to take it.
Oh, I kind of want to. Would anybody advise against it?
I would not be happy, but I'm very rarely happy with anything we do, so it's just like whatever at this
Par for the
point.
course.
Yeah.
Rewinding to
think
20
that-
minutes ago, I would assume Fox knows what he's doing and is capable.
Yeah.
Listen, all these cursed items are eventually very, very useful in very specific situations.
It doesn't mean Fox isn't doing things that I don't approve of.
That's true.
Even though I did initially float the idea, Scout does kind of look at Fox as he picks it, and he's like, "Are you certain that's a wise idea? I only really recommended it so it couldn't be used."
Well, if we need to get rid of it later, we could destroy it.
Well, that's
Especially if
exactly
it's
because it already has been.
Also, are we certain that this is actually truly Baba Lysaga's hut as we see
Oh.
it, or a representation?
Just going off of my gut instinct, this feels different. It feels real,
Hmm.
but that's just how I feel. I don't think I could say for certain.
I'll be honest, on a professional level, I really do want to keep this skull to study it. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Ill-advised or otherwise.
Honestly,
should
I'll
be
a
have
bad
to
idea.
defer to your expertise.
It's the new jar.
No.
How many
jar?
souls can we fit in this?
Jar.
Oh, that would
Can
actually
we
be really
find a
fucked up.
Rainbow Dash figurine?
No. No.
No.
Derek, what if we just start shoving souls in here? Or just a bunch of different types of souls.
Soul
That's-
jar. Soul jar.
I have only one final question, and then I'm gonna let the group steer us. My curiosity about the purple runes that kept Fox from doing a yeet into
Yeah,
the well.
you
do they
did
feel
s-
helpful?
Yes.
We
I
should
guess-
leave. Sorry, go ahead, Derek.
Scout, roll me an insight check. Because you definitely saw him do some Wile E. Coyote shit atop the well.
Just looked
A
up,
real Looney Tunes moment.
looked out the window, holding a skull in my hand.
Yeah, he just kind of hopped into the hole and
another
just stood there.
Sunday. Just another Sunday here in Observers After Hours. Okay, that's gonna be a 15.
15. You think this was helpful? You think these runes were here to be helpful? A benevolent force.
A benevolent and a purple benevolent force.
A purple benevolent force.
Maybe that's where Strahd's being kept down. He's incubating down there. Derek's probably either saying I'm completely right to himself or I'm completely off base. I don't know which. It could be a little Strahd clone baby.
It is astounding how often you are correct. But I will not specify whether this is one of those moments or not.
Oh.
Yeah. This does really make me want to look at that orb again, but I know it's also a bad idea. I just like all the purple is really making me think things. But I think we should leave.
Do we know anybody else with purple magic?
No, just the one.
What color's magic was Lily's?
Purple.
Purple.
That's what Scout is.
Hers
that's
was
what Scout is
also
implying.
abjuration magic, which would easily fall under barriers and wards, right?
Yes,
indeed.
That is Scout's inclination. But she's like, and that's why she's like, well, I want to look at the orb again. But she's like, but the orb was being kind of violent, and she's worried that it'll get corrupted. But she definitely is feeling some kind of way about the fact that it feels like their old friend, who is dead in this timeline, is protecting them. And also, she's the only one who really cares. Because she's the only one who really knows her.
Yeah.
Not because other people don't care. I'm being very clear. That wasn't like a snark. That was.
No, it makes perfect sense.
But it seems like that was a good thing. And Fox would probably be dead if that hadn't happened. So she's she's thinking we want to get away from this hut.
I'm gonna position myself to leave.
I also am gonna need to use the restroom, so just pilot Scout.
Yeah. Direct way to her
We're
death.
back. Oh shit.
No, just kidding.
Rip Shane.
Bless you. Bless you.
And out of curiosity, was Harley also involved in the returning of the ashes to Baba Lysago?
100%.
Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to address it then. That's their problem.
Peter.
I'm never coming back to Barovia. This is an off-limits land now.
Yeah.
You hear music from up ahead.
Okay. Oh, down the road.
Yes.
I assume it's too misty to see.
You can see to the end where it curves. You definitely hear music coming from around that corner there.
Only Steve?
Steve is the... Actually, in this case, yes. Only Steve.
The Warlock Scout.
I will say...
What do your cowboy eyes see?
I will let everyone know that I hear something coming from, or I hear something from around the corner. What kind of music does it sound like? Just chimes, or?
No, it actually sounds. This is kind of the ambiance I put on. It sounds like a little bit of a bar tune.
A bar tune?
Yeah, kind of like a jaunty bar tune.
How? I hear bar music from around.
It's one you've heard before.
Bar? Hold on.
Heard before. Did I hear it coming from my own bar? The one that I own?
No, never actually.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Was it from the Fey Bar?
The Fey Bar.
Ah, I'm gonna take you to a
Fey
favor.
Bar, Fey Bar. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Well,
Hmm.
Steve going
What
through
do you
his
wanna do?
history of all the bars he's been to.
Well, I'm ready to move forward. Guns at the ready.
Okay.
Once everyone else is ready to leave the house.
Yeah.
I think Scout would at least be by your side.
Well, I shouldn't lead the charge, because I am frail.
I'll
I'm a
lead
frail
the
caster.
charge. I think me and
Okay.
Scout will always, me, Scout, and Alexander would probably always be up front. I had to guess.
Lead the way.
Oh, there's more. Mwah.
There is.
Alright. Alright. This is eerie.
And you see Peter rounding the corner.
Well, what's Peter doing here? Breaking the
Kill
fourth
him.
wall with that.
White
Hi
man.
guys, it's me, Peter, your friend.
You're probably
don't know me-
wondering.
you don't know me in this
Re-
form.
record screech. You're probably wondering how I got here.
NPC Peter, real man.
Well, you see, I was living in an orphanage, and they were all slaughtered.
So I assume you're moving. Okay, good.
What's that spooky guy
Turtles
doing there?
moving so fast, you're just looking at their after image.
Oh yeah. You
Why
hear
was the spook
music
man there?
here.
What do I hear, Derek?
You hear music. You hear the music more from here. You are drawn there.
Does me feeling drawn there feel like magical influence, or?
No. It almost feels nostalgic.
Take a left, Jen. Think something might be down that way.
Doesn't does Wave have? Doesn't Wave have like alert or something?
Yeah, actually, you've not heard a peep from Wave.
Wait, what? I pull him out.
Not a peep.
Poke him.
And if you try to talk to Wave, Wave does not respond.
Silenced at last.
Smack him on the ground. Wake up.
Nothing.
Oh, that's actually sad. Everyone, I think something's wrong with Wave.
Useless.
Jan, you see a clearing up ahead. I'm gonna use the restroom, but position yourselves.
Does everyone, before you go, Derek, does everyone hear this music, or is it just me?
No one else hears music.
What is that music?
My angel of music. What is
10
that?
years
Years old.
It's actually, and we get to kill Andrew Lloyd Webber. Your sins are too great for this world.
Sarah,
honestly be
Sarah,
down
have you
for
come
that.
back to me, Sarah?
Awesome. I return a second chance to cleave their skulls.
I went to get water.
I'm gonna get a quick bevy. That'll be good to go.
No, get out.
I'm going to drink this regular Coke I was given.
Regular Coke. Oh God, Derek, no.
They gave you a regular Coke?
They did.
Your mouth's gonna feel all weird.
They always
Kinda-
mess up your drink.
Yeah,
I
this
feel
is
like
not
you
even
always get a
sheets.
regular Coke. Yeah, I feel like you always get a regular Coke.
I
given
feel
to you
like
for
they're
some
like,
reason.
oh, they must have ordered diet by accident.
I can fix this.
I'll save them the trouble.
You're already eating the food, you fat fuck. Just drink the full sugar soda, says the guy at the DoorDash.
I do feel like sometimes that is their logic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like this big slut got the colossal fish sandwich. He can have a regular Coke.
They don't understand that it tastes better.
Yeah, the Coke Zero is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, Sue.
These are some interesting choices.
I don't like
No,
any of
Derek
these
is-
flavors.
Derek is absolutely correct.
Coke Zero's good.
Water. Delicious.
I do love water
Alright.
too.
Alright, Ween, you think you're better than me?
It's just fucking value or what's it called?
Virtue.
Value signaling.
That's putting coupons in the paper.
Virtue signaling. is what
Virtue
you're
sig-
looking for.
That's the word.
What's
Thank
virtue
you.
signaling?
What you're
You're-
doing, clown.
You're bragging about how virtuous you are.
So you're drinking your water.
I just like water.
Oh, woo.
Yeah, it's virtue signaling.
It doesn't
Just me
hurt
over
my
here
teeth.
also sipping my
I'm
water.
having tea. I'm mean. I love tea.
I do love
It's so
tea.
much
I
better
finished
than
my
you
tea.
coffee drinkers.
You
I am
dying
being
of kidney
called out.
stones.
I love my hot black coffee.
Peter.
milk or
That's
sugar
disgusting.
Peter
Don't
and
bring your
Jan
black
actually-
coffee
at
in
10
here.
p.m. before I go to bed.
You see a table where cards are laid out, and you see a strange
Oh,
man
no.
in a robe and a betentacled man
Can
who
you?
rise up. And actually, Peter, from your pack, you feel a massive pulse of energy once again.
From the
And they
Hey.
disappear.
No, no, no.
The what?
Oh dear.
And you hear
I know these two.
him say, Zach, come on up, or he is Zach.
He's Zach.
Steve, come on, have a seat.
What game we playing?
Your favorite, poker.
Hell yeah. What's the bid?
Whatever you want to be, big guy. The usual.
Yep.
All right, he puts down some
One
bullets.
hand job.
She also puts down some bullets. What do you put
I-
down?
I reach into my pocket. Do I have bullets in my pocket?
Probably. You haven't shot bullets out of your gun in a very long time.
I pull out some bullets and put on the table.
All right. Hand is dealt. They say, "How you been, man?"
Oh. It's been kind of rough. It's been a new adventure.
Like, yeah, I definitely feel that. And Zach kind of looks at you and says, "How did I end up?" Be honest
Excuse
with me. What am I like?
Ooh.
Oh. Ah.
And then she says, "Do me next."
Kind of get like choked up a little bit, not really knowing why.
Yeah, you do feel a close bond with these two.
I don't think anything good happens. I think we go our separate ways.
I was afraid of that. He deals a round of cards. Peter, roll a d20.
17.
Good ship. Zach looks like he's ready to give up 3 cards. She actually looks like she's giving up 4 cards. You have a pretty good hand, though. You don't need to give up that many. You
No,
guys, another round of bullets.
I'll put in more bullets.
Roll me another d20.
What are we seeing?
You're seeing this exact situation. Steve, a Zach, and a Gunch sitting at a table playing cards. And for the first time in this campaign, Zach looks cheerful.
This isn't him.
I rolled badly. Can I cheat?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand.
Hell yeah.
Or a deception.
In this beautiful memory.
Oh, we all
Gotta
cheat.
cheat.
They all cheat. They just all cheated badly.
Deception is a 25.
Good ship. You're able to skim a card off the top and end up catching a full house.
Hell
yeah. As you do that, they all put their hand down, and you are the winner. Zach had a 2-pair. Poor Gunch had a single pair of 2s. Absolute dog water. Funny enough, she's the only one of this group that never cheats because she cannot lie. But even Zach with cheating was not able to win. Peter, you have 6 rounds of +10 ammunition. +10 to hit, +10 damage.
You said 6, right?
Yes, this will be added on top of all of your other modifiers. This ammo will obviously also be tracked. And he says, Zach will say, you always were the best of us. He'll say, look, man, I know the me that's there is not my best self. I think something happened to me when I went through that portal, man. And I'm sorry.
Hey. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy whatever you're doing wherever you are.
He says, well, pretty sure we're figments of your imagination here. That doesn't make the sentiment any less real. Take me out. If I'm being a menace, kill me. Promise me. And he reaches out his hand.
And I grab it and shake it.
Good man.
Will do.
The best friend I ever had, Steve.
It's fucked up.
And Gunch just kind of smiles and says, well, what a downer. Well, I hope I'm helping you.
I can't remember, when's the last time we've seen her?
At the church at the shootout, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
No, she gave us 10,000 gold to get that fucking airship.
Oh my god, she did. Yes,
That's right,
that is
okay.
correct.
Yeah.
But
I can say that you have.
She's like, oh, good. Zach will then say, I don't know if you'll find record of it there. Shit went pretty tits up in our world. I took the Radiance away. And I think I ended up with it for a real long time. Like, an insanely long time. And I'm sure, I don't know, man, it chokes me up to think that I've probably, in fact, I can see your own memories. I have killed you before.
We won't talk about that.
Says, well, I'm sorry. And these two fade away. On the table is a deck of cards.
I pick them up, shuffle them once, check them out.
Peter, these are a deck of Magic Tarot cards. I'll give you some of the rules for them now. I'm also going to send you a big copy paste to what every single card does.
Hell yeah.
So forgive me, because it's going to be a lot. This has a front, non-reverse and a normal for every single major arcana. And with that, the table becomes covered in dust, and the mist settles in a little more.
Steve will stand up, kind of wipe a tear from his eye, and walk back to the group. Well, I guess we should be going then.
What the hell was that?
An old memory from a past life.
Oh, that's all?
Not sure I quite understand it myself. This place seems to be bringing out things that may have been locked away.
Yeah.
Forget that. Have you guys mentioned this before?
I think Scout gave like the Cliff's Note version.
Yeah, Scout said that the mist with this kind of shit kind of brings up your fears, your insecurities, your past. Weirdly, all of this was beneficial.
We're going to therapy.
I don't trust this.
Yeah,
There's no way.
This seems like it was a really nice time. Though, okay, the last time we were here, we did go to the basement of the Red Manor, which was totally fine.
So I'm gonna.
Really cool.
Did I ever tell you what actually was going on at the Red Manor?
No.
So I'm going to link you. This is kind of something that has been hinted at, but I don't think anyone ever caught on to it.
I don't want to accidentally take us on too far of a detour. I thought that was just a nice little rest. I thought we just went to Bucky's, man.
The Red Manor was also a level after that. I will link what was on the other map for the Red Manor's location.
Well, yeah, like the second time we went there was bad. Like there's vampires and hellish things there, but that one time we just went to.
It was the same that time too.
Okay.
But there was a particular stone to find there. God damn it. That said, Ilja, you feel a pull to the north.
Wait, we should try and stay together.
I think we should go this way.
Maybe we should split up.
This seems fucked up.
I just hear like a Revendreth little guy. Okay. You feel drawn up here, Ilja. Path to the left, up. Stop there. Ilja, you see a sword on the ground. The sword itself appears to be... One second here to get the block text. Silmid. And in fact, the ground it lays upon is the castle grounds from which you relieved this blade of previously. It's just right there. Yeah. And it kind of calls to you. Roll a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, actually it wants you to grab it. As you pick it up, you feel something start to cloud your mind. But then a voice echoes in your head and it says, "Honestly, do you think this is me?" You hear the voice of a dignified woman. "Do you think Tirave would be around in a misty forest, her eyes laying blatantly upon the floor of an illusionary landscape?" Obviously. Ilja, I would say your head has been messed up since you've stolen me. And your sword at your side is speaking to you.
Oh, I saw this happen once in a TV show.
Put that thing down. You throw it to the ground and it actually becomes some kind of sickly looking worm. And the voice would say, like, "Ilja, you've run from your responsibilities long enough. You stole me from the capital, and the capital went into complete disarray, and then some double had the audacity to take the rest of my body. Do you know that man, Huro? Disgusting. Took a vile copy from some other world of the sword you carry, but then took the rest of the weapons to empower it. Those need to be yours. That man is horrible. He'll be the downfall of us. Ilja, you're better than him in every way."
Humble.
Well, with all of them combined, he has the power of a god. That's true, but he has some kind of sickly copy of me from somewhere else. I haven't quite sussed that out. However, he does have the rest of the weapons, and I need you to get them. Good. I would probably say you should probably fix the kingdom that you left in disarray. You know, I gave up my entire body and power for that kingdom. You know what they did with it? They put me on display in a castle. Pathetic. Stupid. Yeah, the power of a goddess at their fingertips, and all they did was put me in a museum. Ridiculous. But you could use me. And for that, I need you to kill your double. You hear the voice kind of yawn. And just be like, oh, I don't know what it is, but something just suddenly woke me up. It's been a time. Something... Perhaps. Something has awakened my power.
Can
But
any of us hear this?
yes. Yeah, you're not just talking. You're not just here talking to yourself. You just hear the sword Ilja has had this entire time. It suddenly looks a little more vibrant, a little nicer, and it is talking to him or to them. And the sword will say, "Well, here's a little something that I think my power can do, even at 1/7. You see your armor glow, and you see iridescent threads make their way through all of your armor. It doesn't actually, but you now have the property of adamantine weave. You can no longer be critically struck.
Ooh.
Also, your weapon is now sentient.
Everyone's
So-
even talking weapons now.
You have a property where you can use your charisma modifier for any skill check once a day. Could be strength, could be athletics, could be acrobatics. You can use your charisma modifier plus proficiency. It's like, well, it's been a pleasure talking. I'm going to go back to being a sword.
Oh, thank God.
If you need something, just let me know. Well, I'm always hosted. You can just say something. It's really not a big deal.
I'm gonna pray to my God that my weapons don't start talking to me.
No, coming from a family of artificers, as a child, it was always a kind of a dream to maybe one day see a sentient weapon, maybe wield one. How foolish.
Alexander, as you reach out to
Oh,
your
no.
god,
Yes.
you feel a calling from down here.
Oh man. Down here, you said?
This way, actually.
Oh, that way. That's backwards. Knowing what's happening, and it hasn't been anything bad though yet, right?
No, nothing bad has happened.
I don't really want to draw
Yeah.
attention to myself.
Derek's
I'm just
making me
gonna-
look like a fucking liar.
Look, I couldn't do the same thing twice. That would have been shitty. And I will say, Peter, before Ilja, or actually after Ilja picked up that sword, you felt the amethyst crystal flare up again.
Huh.
Alexander, you feel a calling at the very end of all of this. Something awaits you in the darkness.
What do you say? The door to dark?
The door to darkness?
I guess I'll just go. Is it in here?
No, it is
Yeah,
not
I
in there.
can't. I can't believe he just did this again.
and just leaves.
Yeah.
Does anybody follow Alexander?
Oh, yeah, I
said
follow.
that he didn't draw attention to himself, so he just like.
This all seems like stuff about people's past, and I think Alexander has no desire for any more of that to be bore witness to.
Well, here's the thing. Roll me a stealth check, Alexander.
Oh,
With
in my plate
disadvantage 'cause
mail
you're in
with a
full plate
disadvantage?
armor. Yes.
I rolled an 18 and a nat 20.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
So that's an 18.
Yep.
Everybody give me a perception check.
I don't know if I'll make that.
Yeah.
Nope.
4.
16.
A6.
13.
13. Oh, wow. All right. Is that everybody?
The paladin successfully sneaks away. Holy shit. We can say that you're currently distracted by your shouting sword.
That works.
Oh man, I just realized I had myself muted in OBS.
Oh no.
Oh well.
The thing you mentioned happening before.
Yeah.
Alexander.
I missed that sick line from Sue, like, I know, I'm great.
You see the vision of that night.
Oh, fuck.
The night that you died. This creature holds your sister aloft. What do you do?
Why does mine be shitty? I guess I would watch, because I don't know what happens at a certain point, right?
That's true.
I know
But
this
it's
isn't
looking at you.
Well, I would draw my sword and shield just in case. But these haven't been bad, so.
That's true. And give me just... Oh my god. If I had the icon on screen, I fucking did not. I need the human Alexander.
There it goes. Jeez.
Oh my gosh, do you happen to have it on hand?
Yes.
I'm about to just drag it in here.
There he is.
Bless you. You run up here, valiantly ready to save your sister, knowing full well it will result in your death. However, something unusual happens. And you see this person
Mm-hmm.
with someone that you can't make out. Trying to even ascertain their figure, it seems blurry and a mystery. And he says, "You're sure that they can save us all? I love him."
I'm sorry, who's talking? Is it...
Him.
Okay.
Hilarious.
I didn't know if it was the shadowy figure.
And the shadowy figure speaks in a kind of dissonant whisper that you can't really make out in any way. Try as you might. And he says, "All right. I'll do anything for him. And you see yourself disappear, and this man take your place. As the beam that would have taken your life takes his instead.
Oh, no.
And all this actually disappears. And you're left here with him. And he kind of says, sorry about that. I know you can hold a grudge like the best of them, but I hope you won't hold it against me. And he looks at you.
Are you real? Or are you... Never mind. Everything here has been an illusion.
He would laugh and he says, something in between, actually. I am a memory of me, but I'm also me. I mean, I've been with you the whole time.
I don't think I follow or understand exactly.
That day I made a deal. I knew you were going to die. And if I took your place, you had a chance to live and save this world. So, I made that sacrifice. Even though I know you'll probably hate me or think me a heretic.
What did you make a deal with exactly?
He kind of looks and says, I'll be honest, I don't remember. Probably nothing good.
So you made a deal that took me 900 years into the future, sacrificed yourself, and somewhere along the lines I became a rabbit. And that part's less important now than it was at the beginning.
He would actually say, yeah, I really don't know how that one happened. Loving the new form.
All right. Well, I don't. I'm like 4 feet smaller than I used to be.
So look, I'm just trying to be positive.
This
It's
is
cute.
awful.
And he would say, if you need answers, and I know it's probably a tall order, but look to the cathedral.
Of Heronius?
Of Heronius. And I know even back then I told you things aren't quite as they seem. You were obviously very unreceptive to that, and I don't blame you. You didn't have to live like I did in the poor districts.
I want
And
to
thanks to you, I didn't have to live like that either. And I don't want to underplay that.
I want to be crosser than I am, that you've made this decision at the cost of your own life, and I want to say, well, why couldn't we have fought this together? But I already told you no all those times.
Yeah, he would have laughed. He says, as if you would ever have let me come here. Don't kid yourself, Alexander.
But I also remember your warnings, and I did not heed them soon enough or properly.
And he would say, I don't blame you. You grew up here. It's hard to see what it's like when you don't live that perspective. There's nothing I ever held against you. In fact, the only person I think I ever felt any animosity towards is Helena. Terrible person. But you wouldn't have known that.
No. But so that's it. You're gone and long gone at that.
Yes, but not. There's still a chance to stop it all. That's part of my deal. You have a chance to save us. I'm not sure what all that entails, but I have faith in you.
Oh.
And with that, he would even say, like, well, time is growing a little short. I don't suppose I could get a hug.
Mm. I suppose, despite all that you have pulled off.
He won't fat get on his knees.
Oh, this is demeaning. Don't do that.
It's like, oh, okay, I'll stand up.
back.
Sorry. And he'll do like a
Oh.
very awkward hug downwards.
I'm gonna get on my
Poor
tippy
bag.
toes.
My sciatic.
And with that, you've gained a new property to your shield as he disappears.
Well, this is like the buff that Nicholas thought he had.
It is. But it's now the buff Alexander actually has.
Well, I guess I'll slowly hop back over.
Fox, in the middle of all that, you heard something from here.
Let's see. What do I hear with my half-elf ears?
You hear the sound of crashing waves and a familiar humming. It
Which way
sounds
did you
like
say it
home.
was?
Down here. Right by Alexander, actually.
Do I see Alexander
We're-
embracing someone?
You see Alexander probably coming up, looking, I imagine, a little sad.
Yeah, pretty sad.
Is everything all right?
Uh,
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, but feel free to repeat.
everything is fine. It's one of those silly illusions that everyone's having. I'm sure you're on your way to one right now.
Unfortunately, I do think so. I hope everything went all right.
Just a confirmation of something I think I knew back when we went to visit Mirabar or Vesperia.
Well, if you need to talk about it, you could probably do that after everything in here.
Seems like everyone might need to have a little bit of a talk.
Perhaps.
Y-
Yeah.
Do you need me? Do you need me to stay for this, or do you want to be on your own?
I think the buddy system is probably the best. If you don't mind.
No, I'll stay.
Last time this didn't end so well, but who's to say?
All right. Let's kind of move you down here. Obviously, you see this kind of frightening looking priestess. And as she begins to raise her hand, she disappears. And you instead see your mom back home.
Mother?
Peter,
Yeah.
twice now you have felt your amethyst crystal flare up intensely.
Did it feel like this way again?
It felt like it a few minutes ago, or when Alexander was having his moment. It felt like it again as Fox is having his moment.
It also felt that way when I had my moment.
It did.
Pattern.
And she says, "Oh, my sweet boy. What is with the ears?
Long
That's
story,
new.
but we don't have to talk about it.
Oh my goodness. What are you doing out there?" I thought you were just going to college.
I
Did you become a furry?
no. Listen,
I've read about those.
you know what, Alexander? Maybe this is one of the bad ones. Maybe it's moving.
Did you say this was your mother?
Yes,
And you actually
something like
you see out here, you see the sea, it's gorgeous, it's your home. Just kind of this section of the land, even going in here, it's bright sunshine. It's that beautiful bay. It's home.
Oh,
And your mom looks at you lovingly and happily. And she says, "Oh, come here, my dear boy."
Guess I'll indulge the moment.
And she brings you in for just a big old hug. She doesn't really give you a choice. And she says, you know, part of me feels like this is a dream. I do miss you terribly, Fox. It's been so long.
I mean, I'm a bit busy, and it hasn't been that long. Truly.
She says, well, to a mother, a couple months is a long time.
I suppose. Things have kind of gone off course from the original plan. Making a name for myself selling a few wares has gone a bit on the back burner.
Oh. I mean, you're obviously still alive. What are you doing? What are you doing for business?
I guess you could say I've been personally hired.
Oh. How's your academic studies going? I know that was a big reason you went to Deepwater.
Also on a bit of the back burner, but I'll say this recent job has really been enlightening.
Oh, well, I'm happy to hear. I hope you're not in too much danger out there.
No, never. You know me.
Good. And she says, well, in the meantime, I made you something. I know it's silly, but... And she pulls out a little charm. And it's made out of, like, little seashells and flowers from the area. And it's a little bracelet. And she hands it to you.
Thank you.
Of course. Fox, you may now attune with even one more additional magic item.
Woohoo!
So long as you wear this bracelet. And she'll say, well, I hope there's a little good luck charm out there.
I appreciate it. This means a lot. And I may not be back home for a bit, and trust that that's a good thing.
Well, I hope so, and you had best come visit once you've sorted out whatever you're doing out there. I know you're an adult now, and just tough to let go. It's so boring out here.
Well, maybe something boring is what I'll appreciate after all of this.
Let's hope so. She gives you another big hug, and she disappears.
Oh, she was nice.
Nice, overbearing, a mother. It definitely feels like it's been longer than a few months since I've been home.
I mean, to her it hasn't, but for you it definitely has.
I really hope everything that we're doing does not touch where I come from, but I fear that is eventually inevitable.
It won't if we succeed.
We should probably check on the others.
Speaking of the others, Scout.
That's me.
You hear something from down this way.
As I'm making my way down here, like when Peter, or I should say when Steve, when you feel these little pulses from the orb in your pocket, are you reacting to that at all? Are you like
Yeah, I look
Making
down to my where it's being stored.
Is it still doing something?
Yeah, it's done it quite a few times now. I think it's changing something. Kind of like how we haven't had any of those bad experiences you explained earlier.
No, it seems everyone has been very protected. See, Steve, I have to go down here. Will you come with me?
Of course.
Oh, that's really far. Jesus.
Yeah, I just kind of made this map from a random generator in my brain, and honestly,
Yep.
this was not good. But it is what it is. I kind of made the layout, and I'm like, what do I want to do in here? I was like, yes, I understand. Okay. Scout, you come down here, and you see this right off the bat, and you hear, "You have escaped me long enough." And he raises his hand, and Peter,
Does the
the
thing...
amethyst in your pack fires off so much energy it makes you dizzy, and he's gone.
Oh, I kind of like fall
And
to my knees.
in its place is Gordon. And he says, "Oh, that was unfortunate. Scout,
What the fuck?
Hi.
this feels ethereal, dreamlike, even.
Wait, are you
I
really?
imagine to a
Are
degree
you
it
gonna
is.
try and touch him?
You touch him, it feels like him. To some facsimile.
Is this really you?
He would say he's gonna roll an Arcana, which is pretty fucking good because he is a very accomplished artificer. He got a 28 on Arcana, and he would say, somewhat. It is my soul, even if it is not me physically.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I think he looks at his watch. He's like, to be honest, I'm probably fast asleep. This is prime nap hour.
You been getting enough rest?
I think so. For no my age, there's a lot of napping going on, as I'm sure you remember. Home's been doing well. How have you been doing out on your travels?
Oh, it's been. And it's that answer that's clearly like, yeah, it's going well, but then she just kind of stops and she's like, it's been really difficult.
Well,
I don't feel like I'm making a difference at all.
Oh, nonsense. Think of Millvale. You have made all the difference. You're a prime hunter, a defender. You did everything. Everything we ever needed you to.
And I'm not there now.
No, but I think you're needed elsewhere. This tiny town, it couldn't contain you. You're from a war long forgotten. Have been in battles that heroes of this age couldn't even dream of. There's a greater fate for you. There's a reason I was able to recover you. And I couldn't be prouder. And Gordon will give you a hug.
I'm probably still taller than him since I'm like the tallest gnome.
Yeah, he's pretty short, even by gnome statures.
He's pretty little, so I'll probably, after he hugs me, I'll give him a kiss on the forehead.
So, you know, I didn't know how well mortal emotions would transfer to you, but obviously there's more to you than we even realize. And
Slightly confused, she kind of like tilts her head to the side a little bit, especially like with the stuff he said earlier too. Just kind of like, how does he know all that?
well, he knows you're Warforged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say in his mind he probably never expected. He didn't know what to expect, honestly. And I think he would say, "Oh, don't be so confused. You're perfect. You're something that I can truly be proud of." What the fuck? Sorry, Beyonce's acting a fool. Then
I think that should be him too. I think he should be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's just a cat fucking around.
Oh, as I remember, he is not the most sanitary mouthed individual.
No, not generally.
Times.
This is probably more sanitized than he has been. And he would even say, "Scout, you are truly a daughter to me. Yeah, I'm just happy where things have gone." And he would say, "Long ago, were you given some kind of key?"
To a basement.
Jesus. Yeah, it was a reward for winning a tournament. I think I still have it.
Yeah, rooting around in your pockets, you do still have it. He says, "There may be a way to get your platoon back."
What?
Look, I'm going to be honest. I kept this from you because I did not know if it could be done. Their remains are locked away in the house. I was trying to revive them as well, but they were much more damaged. But if you know a good artificer, and perhaps there's something we could work on. And he would give you another hug and say, "Well, I think whatever this is ending. The key is," and he says, "forgiveness." And he looks confused and he says, "Someone wants me to tell you. The answer is forgiveness."
I don't know what that means.
He would say, there's something you have. And that's really all I've been told. Something you have on you requires forgiveness.
I see.
And he'll say, "Well, next time you're around Millvale, please come stop and say hi. I don't know that I'll remember all of this, but I'll be happy to see you."
Yeah, of course. I'll come by as soon as I can. I'll see you soon, all right?
Absolutely. And he will fade away.
Oh, it was a doozy.
Steve's still on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Steve, are you okay?
He's been puking for like the last 3 minutes.
The crystal. I pulled a crystal out just to kind of inspect it. Is it back to normal?
No, it's purple and gold.
Okay.
What? Just for shits and giggles, if I reach out and touch it, anything happen?
It feels warm. And you feel kindness coming from it.
Oh. Did you? There was something here before, wasn't there?
Yep, something bad.
Something bad.
I think whatever was here has been, well, improved, made safer. I don't know.
I think it's her.
And with that, Jan, you feel a calling.
Mm-hmm.
Right over here, actually.
I did not see that ping.
Over here.
Ah. Ah.
Do you go towards it?
With my weapon out.
So as you two are just kind of walking up, Jan, as you walk towards this, it disappears. And you once
Oh.
again see Harley.
There's a hand axe.
Actually, as you throw a hand axe, Harley catches it in her beak and does a bow.
I guess it is you.
And says, just like old times.
Most talented mouth in the West.
And they'll say, Jan, I know neither of us really had a good upbringing, good family, frankly, a good life until somewhat recently. But, for as crass, brutish, terrible, stinky, uncouth, ridiculous as you are, you've always been there when it counts.
Mm-hmm.
And, thank you.
Are you really Harley?
I think so. Harley will roll Arcana. And Harley will say, I think this is one of those situations where we are living some kind of manifest of our deep emotional trauma. But it's been kind of reversed, where I have to bare bones the fact that I actually liked you all these years. I'm not usually nice to you, but such is the way.
Well, yeah. There was that whole betrayal, so...
Yeah, honestly, I thought it would go differently. Frankly, I thought I could win. And I didn't.
That was very foolish of you. You should
It was
have known better.
pure hubris. Hubris. Hubris.
Pure hummus.
Pure hummus.
God, I wish.
And, I will say, that said, I can't really adventure now and save the world and all that. But you can. And she says, bring me your horn.
It's not the
Waka
first
waka.
time I've heard you
rather.
say that.
And it won't be the last. They do an eyebrow waggle as much as a bird can do an eyebrow waggle.
God, don't do that.
And you see them take out a claw, and they kind of run along the length of the horn, and it puts in kind of an enruned scratch, and your horn is upgraded.
Oh. You. Message. Oh, that's cool.
It says, since I can't be there to shout from the rooftops, you'll simply have to do it in my stead.
I'm trying.
You got him,
Really
champ.
am. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Harley, I think I need to take this moment to at least warn you that someone may have. Strahd's ashes aren't in the thing, right?
No.
I've heard that right? Yeah. Someone might have Strahd's ashes.
Oh, well, yeah, we gave them to,
No, she
that
doesn't
witch.
have them anymore.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Yeah. Not
I
our
hope
best decision.
I hope this is one of those dreams I remember.
Oh.
I'm gonna try really hard. I'm gonna
At
do
least
my
you tried.
best. You did, and honestly, that's more than I would have expected. They would say.
Well, we've been through a lot, Harley. And I think you learned your lesson to not betray me, right?
Oh, I'm not going to betray you again. I mean, that was a vie for power, and then I thought I could then kind of kill my master out of, well, you know, hubris, as I said. And classically, it didn't work out. So,
Yeah, now you're in charge of Barovia. Go figure.
indeed, I mean, you could have had this, but you didn't seem to want to settle down.
No, not for me.
It's not so
Me
bad.
as a leader? Are you kidding?
That's fair.
Be terrible.
Well, either way, good luck out there, buddy.
Thanks, Harley.
And they'll give you a hug.
Oh, no.
Even
I'm
though you
not
don't
there
like
yet.
it. They don't care. They're just gonna do it. And Harley.
Can I try to pluck a feather from Harley?
Sure. Roll me a sleight of hand.
Oh, I'm not trying to be subtle.
It's still a sleight of hand
okay.
to do the action.
That is 17.
17. That's enough to. You are left with a crow feather.
Does it stay when Harley vanishes?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Again, Steve, you felt a big pulse of energy when that changed. Last but not least, Carly.
Yes.
Your how do you pronounce your character? Alphonsine?
Alphacine.
Alphacine. I have to write this down. Alphacine. You actually feel a call all the way in here.
Oh. Got a mosey.
And once again, in similar fashion, you begin to see grim visages of creatures coming for you. And Peter, you feel again the amethyst flare up. But in a strange turn of events, Alphacine, time stops for you entirely.
Oh.
Everything is frozen in place. And you see this child. And they will say, well, you're probably wondering why you're with them, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Mushrooms hold kind of a special key to all of this. And I really need someone with some expertise. So, sorry to kind of, I guess, railroad things in this direction, but I don't suppose you mind helping them. I can promise you, what you're looking for can be found with this group. You want to weaponize plants? It's here. You want to learn about all the wild shit you could never do in the Feywilds? It's all here.
Sounds fantastic.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't need any convincing. And he will say, there's also something else. You're going to die.
Oh.
It's not going to be now, necessarily, but it's going to happen. With them, you will be reborn. Are you okay with this?
What do you mean?
So, these folk are in a cycle. Have you seen Groundhog Day? Probably not.
I've seen a groundhog.
It's basically the same thing. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Uh,
They have to figure some shit out, and eventually they'll be free of this cycle. But for the world as we know it, the Feywilds as we know it, anything as we know it to continue, they have to succeed. And you're just the perfect candidate to help them do that. Any questions?
I understand the dying part. We all die. It's the natural cycle of life. What do you mean
Yes.
reborn?
The clock will reset, actually. You see, once all of these folk die, yourself included at this point, it will start again roughly 6 to 8 weeks in the past.
Oh,
They can probably fill you in about this more if you ask them. I just wanted to formally meet with you in person and introduce myself. What do you call him?
Clover.
Clover. Yeah, he'll say, my name is Clover.
what do you mean 6 to 8 weeks?
They are in a 12-week cycle. 12 weeks from the time that they rebirthed, the sun turns into a singularity, and this all begins again. I know it's a lot to take in, but trust me. You wanted some power, you're about to get it. You just have to help them. Also, they could really use your expertise.
Well, okay.
Okay, well, good. Again, it's been a pleasure. The magic protecting you all is about to wear off. I gotta go. Good luck.
Thank you, Clover.
Of course. Yeah. And a pleasure to meet you, Alpha Cine. He does a bow, and he disappears. Time will then pick back up.
I'll look around and I will just mosey on out.
As you mosey,
Ugh.
you see these four. Everyone can get an opportunity to get close to this.
I assume you make a noise.
Yeah, probably.
Just right here.
Come rushing over.
Sacre bleu.
Mais oui.
Can I cut through these woods?
For the straight through.
You can. Roll me an athletics check, actually.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay. And you hear this person say, that is far enough. I don't know what you're doing to gain power here, but it is over. And Peter.
I'm gonna look at the crystal and say, I'm gonna do anything this time?
The crystal flies out of your hand,
Hmm?
raises itself into the air, and begins spinning wildly. Magic, sparks, electricity are all crackling off of it all at once. And you will actually hear this creature speak in a language. Does anyone speak deep speech?
No.
Okay. It says something that you get just pure vitriol from. And the amethyst glows brighter and brighter and brighter. And the mist begins to gather around you, thicker than ever. And put yourself in the southern portion of this map.
Fancy floor.
Fancy floor indeed. You all you hear the sound of waves lapping on the walls. You see
Wade, you're
beautiful,
awake.
beautiful trees. And you see you're flanked by two draconic looking women, and both of them look at you guys like, oh my god! Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Oh, milady.
She is the one who said so. Make a charisma, make a persuasion check, I guess.
14.
No.
No.
she kind of looks a little disgusted.
No.
She's like, "Yikes! Are you guys here for the festival?"
What festival?
It's kind of the big festival at the Amber Temple. Actually, she would not say the Amber Temple. She would say.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
Been there.
She would say Kaltainen. She would say, are you here for the big festival in Kaltainen?
I guess so. Are you,
What vocation do you guys belong to? This one asks.
I only go with Scout and Alexander.
Great question.
I'm Oli.
I think my go-to answer would be abjuration.
She would say, definitely getting big abjuration vibes. Well, welcome to the School of Conjuration.
I'm not gonna push my luck and be like, yeah. Oh my god, what were they called? The high. They weren't high priests
head?
or whatever, but what were they called? I literally don't remember. Did they even have a name? They did, but I don't remember it.
I just called them Masters, I believe.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, then I won't. I mean, either way, I'm not gonna push my luck and be like, yeah, she's our friend.
Well, her name was also Alvera, right?
Does Fox remember that?
I think so. We could say that we are understudies for Alvera.
Oh, the newbie.
Yes, we're here
Oh.
to help get her feet wet, so to say.
And she looks and she's like, Alvera already has understudies? That's crazy. I mean, they said she was talented, but holy shit. Well, welcome. And that's where we'll end today's session. You are in the time of Geldens.
Oh dear.
The
Dragon
deeples are
time.
pissed, aren't they?
Who's pissed?
The sunken ones.
Oh, 100%. Like big time. Actually,
funky
they're also
boys.
trapped here.
Oh. They're gonna love it.
All the lady dragons.
One of these you should recognize.
Derek.
Isn't the assassin
I
lady
see
here?
her. I see her.
This bitch?
So funny enough, this is the same model as the assassin lady. It is not the assassin lady.
Oh,
It is
okay.
not this bitch.
Is,
Is it this
Is
one
this
on the
the-
right?
It is this one.
Yeah.
is this the one that was working with Alexander's sister?
Yes,
That fucking hoe.
the master of divination.
Yeah, you fucking slut.
But wouldn't the only two people that
Dragon.
have seen her be Alexander and Scout?
No, we
Yeah.
No,
No.
you all
We were
saw
on
her.
a fight with
No,
her,
you all
right?
died.
We weren't in that room.
Yeah, we
died
were all
before we got
dead.
there.
And Scout was only there because
We held off.
Peter's dying breath.
Actually, honestly, Alexander would probably even remember her as Helena. She has not changed in appearance very much.
Oh my god, a fight of meat.
Awkward. This is going to be combat. This is going to be so fast.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't see myself. I don't see Alexander being reined in.
Is this like visible from here?
Yeah.
Okay,
This
so
is like a waist high wall. These circles are pillars, and this is kind of out in the middle of the lake.
it's
kind of a
Alexander's
nice little
jumping
scenic area.
distance. You just jump straight across.
I can with my bunny apple.
Wild.
Yeah, think about what you want to do next time. You are 4,200 years in the past.
It is really pretty.
Thanks. Hope you're all
How'd you
had
get
fun.
these trees?
They're just in there. It's just that red tree is just a pack.
Oh.
Like a pack that's already in there, not like.
A warlock
Nothing special.
They look special.
It's autumn. It's fall, that's why it's red.
Getting closer to the Halloween special.
Soon.
I'm actually shocked that this did not become the Halloween special.
No, I couldn't do the same thing twice.
Could.
But what if?
I mean, I could.
But what if?
There will be plenty of revelations to be had, don't worry.
Oh, I'm sure.
I gotta go to bed. I'm tired.
You-
Good night.
Good night,
Reese.
Mean.
Night,
Same.
Ween.
I am
You're so
also gonna
strong.
go to bed.
Good
Good
night.
night, Carly.
Good night, Carly. Good night, Peter.
Good night, Peter.
Good
No.
night, Moon.
Good shit.